Right, what's going on, guys? Hope you're all doing good. Enjoying some of this nice weather we've got across the UK. Many of you in the past have told me, why don't I do an episode just vlogging basically as a collection comes in? So yeah, this is what this one is going to be about. It's not so much a car talk, even though we will talk about it a little bit. But this is just literally a collection that I picked up yesterday, a private collection. And this hasn't even scratched the surface. I can tell by it already. It's going to be going there a couple of times a week for many weeks to come. So picked up a couple of loose as well, because there are loose cars there. But when I say loose, they are near mint loose. Very near mint loose, if not mint loose. Just look at this Chrysler. Absolutely gorgeous. Now that's a Spanish one. So there's a lot of early Corgis in there. I said they range so much, to be honest. He was quite a diverse collector. Because then we've got the Corgis, we've got the French Dinkies, Spanish Dinkies, British Dinkies. A lot of Politoys that you can see over here in the back. There's loads of Japanese diecast there, loads of other Italian stuff. There's German Schuko stuff. As I said, it varies so much. So where do you want to start then, guys? Start right with this Honda S800 right at the front. Now that is such a gorgeous model. You know, it screams the late 60s, early 70s. It's one you don't see very often either. You know, there's a handful of them on eBay at the moment, including this one. So I do have one in my own collection, otherwise I would have been keeping it. That is pretty damn spectacular. You know, the plastic base in them as well. It's great. Really enjoying it. Got the Daimler. As you can see, some of them still got the dust on them, which I haven't even cleaned them yet. The 2.5 litre Daimler. Look at the condition on that. Little rub mark on the roof, just where they are from going in and out the boxes, as you would expect to find. That's spectacular. You know, the working suspension. Turning left and right front wheels. It's just the way they push as well. So they push as if the day it was made. Got the Anglia, which has come very popular since Harry Potter. Because a lot of them, you know, it's quite similar to the Harry Potter car. And not a lot of manufacturers actually make that for the movies. So a lot of people are buying those. Again, stunning example. Just look at the paint on that, not even the rub marks on that. The paint is very near mint. The odd little mark here and there. So don't forget, these were toys. And that's what a lot of people do forget. That is pretty spectacular. So a little mark on the window, which is, I've tried to polish it out, but it is still there. Nothing too bad though. Triumph S. Again, a great model, near mint. And there was a time when you find a lot of this era of Dinky, and to be honest, I know a lot of, it's the later generations, the earlier ones are dying out. For example, the people who would have collected like the Auto Union, Aston Martin, etc. So these are starting to surface a little bit. Just look at that for a loose car. But I won't cheat the queue. I'll go over the row. Corsair in blue as well. You know, you often see it in red, but not so much in blue. It's just quite nice to find. You know, this has a little option of the sliding up and down windows. As you can see, I've just opened that one there. You know, Corgi and Dinky always competing to do something first. So that's a pretty cool one on Dinky's behalf. Triumph 1300. Again, that era with the beautiful pictorial boxes. In my opinion, some of these boxes are actually better than the models. Just look at that. Looks like it's never been played with in his life. No rub marks on the roof. That's pretty much perfect. You know, where you're going to find one that clean. Lovely opening bonnet to engine. I do like that myself. And we got some of the Spanish ones. The Renault 6. Very cool. And the Citroen Diane. That I love, because the one the British Dinky made, the bronze colour on, the later one was just an awful casting in my opinion, with them newer wheels. So this, it's a breath of fresh air really. Just look at that. Love it, absolutely love it. Spare tyre under there. Full size spare as well. Which a lot of the cars actually made smaller ones, so that's nice to see. This is one of my favourite. Out of the collection, this and the Cortina are my favourite, because to be honest with you, you could get away with it being ex-shop stock on that. The MTB number plates, as most of them are from the accessory packs. Sliding seats inside. Again, as I was saying to that era of the pictorial boxes. Now that box is all original. Minor storage wear, but that is so crisp as if it was made yesterday. So the guy, he's had them from new. Cortina rally car. Now this is pretty cool. It's hard to believe now. Rally car, you know, max speed 83 mile an hour, brake horsepower 59.5. You know, considering how much times have changed with like my S4, 354 horsepower, you know, standard road car. So it's a bit different, but just look at that. I said none of these have been cleaned up yet either. There were actually a few other cars as well, but I sent them to a few of my friends' pictures and said they snapped them up straight away. Nice to have the packing ring as well. Again, you don't see that, but look at the pictorial box as well. It's that good era. French Dinky Maserati, as you would expect to find in most race cars, they've got the paint chipping on them. It's got a few battle wounds, but you know, in my opinion, I quite like it. It adds character to the car because they are toys. Original screen is there. You know, the decal is there as well, which is pretty damn neat. Lovely clean base, original box. You know, if that was pristine boxed, I've seen those go as much as £200. So that's getting one bit to play with, and that is a good way of getting it. Hilma Minx with windows, no interior, so you know, you're approaching lit 50s beer. Possibly the best colour in my opinion, because that just stands out so well. Gotta love the two-tone. Again, very, very clean base, no rust. Nice straight axles, good tyres, no flat spots. Original box with correct colour end tab. As you can see, we've been a price sticker there at one point. But that's nice. Always good to have the correct end spots. Obviously the other colour on the other side of the box. But just make sure you look out for the correct for that, because a lot of people do actually forget it. Now the Ford four-door sedan. Shoebox Ford. Love them. I think, in my opinion, the best colour of it. Again, it's got a little bit of wear on this one. Where you are, you know, you're approaching mid-50s beer. Just to be expected. Original box with, again, correct colour tab. All end flaps present. A little bit of wear, nothing major. I think the colour looks a lot better than it does in that as well. You know, that's a very desirable car. If that was pristine, you know, you're talking 250 to 350 easily, and I've seen them go for that. So getting one with a little bit of wear like this one, again, is a nice option because you're on the lower side of the 200 mark. Let's go mid 60s to the late 60s. Ford Capri, absolutely gorgeous casting. Just look how sleek that is. Very, very nice. Tab with a matte roof as well. That's how you can tell it hasn't been played with very often, because it hasn't gone shiny. It's still very much that matte colour instead of the gloss. Very nice base. Again, working suspension. Turning left and right front wheels, which is pretty neat. You see it in action. Quite like that. Original box. So this is of that era where they started telling you the special features of the model. Again, it's just trying to get one over basically. I'm going to skip to the back. We've got a Corgi gear, L64, you know, the one with the big Chrysler V8. That's pretty nice. Nice example. Dog on the parcel shelf, the Corgi dog from Swansea. You know, chrome is alright, a little bit of wear. One of the most common models of broken suspension, and believe it or not, this one works perfectly, which you don't see very often. Again, original box, nice clean bright colours. It's a pleasure to have. Now we go into the Italian stuff. There's two Politoys, the Export and the other one. Let's do the NSU first. This is the earlier casting. You can tell the difference as well. Solid base, very, very, very heavy model. You know, the number plates on the back. I'm guessing this NSU would have been a rotary engine as well, as the majority of them are. You know, it's a solid casting. What I like what Politoys did as well was with their boxes, you had the little open slots, you can see the colour of the car before you're buying it. So just in case you've already got that colour. Rare model, I think I got the only box one for them for sale on eBay at the moment. Another rare model, this Simca, slightly later. So this is the era with like the shiny boxes. It's pretty cool, a little bit of wear on the box for as to be expected. Now look at that casting. That is gorgeous. Again, very heavy. You've got all the opening parts this time. See how stiff they are. Shows they've been barely been opened. Beautiful chrome on them. Dual headlamps. You know, that's awesome. It does go that way, which is hard to do when I'm holding the GoPro. Chrome engine. That's simply gorgeous casting. Opening doors as well on the front, as you'd expect. Really, really like that. Again, a very rare model. I think I'm the only box one in that colour as well on eBay. Because don't forget, all of these are for sale. You know, just Google Jordan's Vintage World. You're on to a winner. You're on there straight away. The Volkswagen 1200 Beetle. Near mint condition. That is very, very fresh. I can tell you that. I've had it out the box taking photos of it. And it's a stunner. 1973. I've also got the Cortina and the Porsche Targa on the shop at the minute. So if you want to go for, as it says, International Crime Busters, here's your chance. Got the Mini Marcus with the Golden Jack takeoff wheels. Very near mint model. Box is alright, apart from that little bit of wear there, that small hole. Not too bad. You could replace it if you want, but to be honest, you're just going to hurt the value. Keep it original. The wheels do still take off. Again, lovely artwork on the back. I've added up on the jacks. That's pretty nice. And if you've got Golden Jack vehicles and you're missing wheels, get in touch because I've got a selection of ex-shop stock wheels that I purchased a little while ago. We've got the Cortina. You know, you can also get this in the rally one. This is just a standard road car. Quite a nice example. You can see on there, that's not a crack inside. That's actually a little bit of the sprue of the actual plastic. Hasn't been cut properly. And it runs through. The Simca. Again, nice Spanish model. It's pretty awesome actually. Light in the roof, original decals. You know, opening parts. Brown interior. Green engine bay. It's nice, I like that. Again, it's that plastic base. You know, it's made in Spain from Meccano, France. That's quite cool. Now the only commercial vehicle this guy had in his whole collection, and I'm talking about maybe a couple of thousand cars easily, was the Atlas Copco. You know, that Ford cab. Great. It's a nice clean example. A little dusty, needs a bit of a clean, which I haven't done yet. You know, generator on the back. I said it's surprising how many of these Atlas Copco generators are still actually about. Maybe not on an old Ford chassis anymore, but they're still in production today. And then we've got the loose stuff. Nice late 50s Austin Cambridge. In all blue as well, opposed to the two-tone green and silver. Blue does actually look a bit nicer if you ask me. I know it's all down to personal preference, but I like that. That's pretty sweet. We've already touched base on the Chrysler. Them yellow headlamps. Awesome. Quite a heavy model as well. French Dinky Peugeot Estate. Now that's a nice casting. Dual headlamps. Opening tailgate on the back, and this also has the option, if you can quite make it out on there, for the folding seat inside. You can do the little cog down here. Very similar to the Corgi sit-rons. But you know, you're in a French Dinky Peugeot, which kind of suits you better. Simca. That's nice. Now he's actually written 1952, and then the number of the vehicle, which actually was in his collection, from his French 245/1. A couple of little marks, but nice honest model. Slight silver detailing on it, which to be honest with you makes it look a bit more like the actual road car. So I approve of it. We've done the Aston, that's nice. Now the race car Talbot. You know, a lot of these take a battering, as we just touched base on the Maserati earlier. But his head's not even that bad to be fixed. That's normally the bit that goes straight away. A couple of little marks. You know, good tyres. That's nice. And we've got the famous Australian Holden. Lovely casting. Again, one that's very desirable. Mint box. These, I've seen them go 150, 200, etc. Nice loose model like this, you know, it's 40 to 60 quid all day long. Actual selling. I'm priced a bit on the lower end of that. Got to be compatible. Look at that. Beautiful. Really, really nice casting. Number 196. And the last one to finish up, guys, is going to be the Auto Union, which is basically a very early Audi. Just look at that. Considering this car is approximately 70 years old this year, that's not doing too bad for itself. It's got the both mud guards, not even a flat spot on them tyres. No, they're original. You know, very similar tyres to what comes up on the earlier Fodens as well, the Type 1 Fodens. Got the base still intact, Auto Union. It's also got the early Dinky Toys writing on there, which is pretty cool. So I like that. So yeah, that's near enough this collection that I've just picked up. I said I'm picking stuff up this sort of size every week, so if you want me to keep doing these videos, just let me know. I'll put my eBay store in the description. Also Facebook, Jordan's Vintage World, I'll pop in the description. And yeah, any comments, that'd be awesome. If you already haven't subscribed, please do it, because there's a lot more videos, and there's also previous videos on the channel if you go past my exploring stuff. And yeah, I'll just keep doing them if you're enjoying them. So peace and love as always, guys. Happy collecting. And no doubt I'll see some of you soon in the toy fairs.